I wanted to take this time to make an update video on the video I had made days ago due to speculation and misinformation regarding this situation. On September 15th, 2025, Trey, a 21-year-old black student at Delta State University, was found hanging from a tree near the campus pickleball courts early that morning. His death was initially ruled a suicide, though many, including civil rights attorney Ben Crump and Representative Benny Thompson, have called for a federal investigation due to Mississippi's painful history of racial violence and the troubling circumstances surrounding the case. Now on to Cory Zukatis, who is a 36-year-old homeless man from Brandon, Mississippi, who was also found later that same day hanging from a tree in a wooded area near Vicksburg Casino. His death is still under investigation, and authorities have not publicly confirmed whether it was a suicide or foul play. The timing and imagery of both deaths, two men found hanging from trees within hours of each other, has sparked widespread concern, speculation, and calls for transparency. Civil rights organizations and community members have emphasized the emotional and symbolic weight of these incidents, especially given Mississippi's legacy of lynching and racial terror. In the previous video, I spoke about the tragic deaths of Cory Zukatis and Trey. At the time, I referenced Gavin Fortenberry in connection with those events. I want to take a moment to correct that. Gavin Fortenberry was a 17-year-old from Bassfield, Mississippi, who was fatally shot at the Finish Line drag strip in Jefferson Davis County on August 17, 2025. His death was not related to the hangings of Cory Zukatis or Trey, which occurred on September 15th. I deeply regret the confusion and any pain that may have caused to Gavin's family, Cory's loved ones, or anyone seeking clarity in these heartbreaking moments. The truth matters, and in that time when speculation and information can spread faster than facts, I believe it's our responsibility, especially as creators and commentators, to pause, verify, and correct when needed. This isn't just about getting names right. It's about honoring the lives of those lost and respecting the communities grieving them. I'm committed to continuing this work with integrity, compassion, and accountability. If you followed my content, you know I don't shy away from hard truths, but I also believe in humility, the kind that allows us to say, I got it wrong, and then do better. To Gavin Fortenberry, your life mattered. To Cory Zukatis and Trey, your stories deserve truth, not distortion. And to everyone watching, thank you for holding me to a higher standard that I intend to meet one day. In moments of tragedy, especially those steeped in historical trauma, speculation often rushes in where facts have yet to land. The deaths of DeMartrevion Trey and Cory Zukatis, two men found hanging from trees in Mississippi on the same day, have ignited sorrow, fear, and a flood of narratives. Some of those narratives are rooted in righteous concern. Others are built upon misinformation, confusion, or even opportunism. Let's be clear. Mississippi's legacy of racial violence is real. Over 650 documented lynchings of black Americans haunt the soil beneath those trees. So when a young black student is found hanging on a university campus, the emotional response isn't just understandable, it's historically informed. But that history also demands position. It demands that we honor the truth, not just trauma. Misinformation, whether it's misidentifying victims, misrepresenting locations, or prematurely labeling causes of death, doesn't just cloud the facts. It disrespects the dead, misleads the living, and undermines the very justice we seek. We confuse names like Gavin Fortenberry with Cory Zukatis, or circulate unverified claims about broken bones or foul play. We risk turning real pain into performative outrage. This isn't a call to silence, it's a call to responsible speech, to verify before we amplify, to question systems without abandoning truth, and to recognize that racial justice is not served by distortion, it's served by clarity, courage, and compassion. I stand with those demanding transparency. I stand with families seeking answers, but I also stand with accountability in how we speak, how we share, and how we honor the lives lost. Because if we're going to fight for justice, we must first fight for truth. Thank you.